Hi, welcome to this program overview for Arizona's online teacher certification program known as American Board. We are a national nonprofit that offers teacher certification in over a dozen states. This presentation is the exact same presentation that you would receive if you attended one of our in-person information events that we host around the state. If you would like to attend one of these events, please visit our website at americanboard.org/events to find out when the next event is near you. For now, what I'm going to do in this presentation is walk through how we work in the state, how to get started in our program, the subject areas that we offer, and how to get started with a career in education. All of the information that I'm about to go over can be found on our website on the Arizona page, and I'll get to that address in just a moment, as well as some contact information. For now, let's get started with who American Board is and what we do. So we started as a nonprofit in the early 2000s by the Department of Education. We were created to be an alternative route to teacher certification in over a dozen states. And what we do is we help career changers. And what I mean by career changers is anyone who has a bachelor's degree, who's worked in any other field, but doesn't necessarily have the time or money to return to school for 2 years, can earn certification online at their own pace without going back to school and without taking out loans. There are no classes, there's no tuition, there's no seat time, meaning there's no student teaching for this particular program. So the way that we were set up, we work to help communities address the teacher shortage by placing proven professionals in the classroom. People with life experience in other areas can bring that into their career as a teacher and use that to help them. We are, when we were created, and we still are, the fastest, most flexible, and most affordable option available to become a certified teacher. So here's how our program works. Basically, all you need to enroll is a bachelor's degree in any field and the ability to pass a standard background check. Now, I'll point out here that the bachelor's degree does not have to relate to the subject area that you teach. If you got a bachelor's degree in English and you want to teach physics, you can take a shot at physics. You have to pass the exam, but you can take a shot at becoming a physics teacher. Passing a standard background check, it's the same background check that you would have to pass to work as a substitute teacher. It's actually just the standard federal background check. So if you've had to have that for any other job and you passed it, you should be fine. Typically, the only time passing a background check would be an issue is if you have a felony or crimes of moral turpitude in your background. So all you need to get started, again, a bachelor's degree and a background check, and that's it. You can enroll in our program as long as you have those two things. Study online, what you do once you're in the program. You study for our Professional Teacher Knowledge Exam, or what we call our PTK. Take and pass the PTK exam, and then you have to complete Arizona's requirements. Now the PTK, our study materials are available online. You can take a free trial for 7 days and check it out, and I'll show you how to do that towards the end of this presentation. And I'll get into the Arizona requirements in just a moment. But I do want to point out here that typically it takes anywhere from 4 to 7 months to study for and take the PTK. You can do it faster. It depends on how much time you have to devote to studying every week. But in general, I would allow for a couple of months at least to study. So continuing with how it works. To get started, you would enroll in our program, request a letter of enrollment from the American Board once you've gotten a job offer from a school district, and then apply to the Arizona's Department of Education, the DOE, for a teaching intern certificate, which you would work on while you're in our program. So your teaching intern certificate has an expiration date, and before that finishes, you have to pass our PTK exam. Again, that could take anywhere from 1 month to, you have up to a year, but we recommend allowing for 4 to 6 months. So pass our PTK exam. Once you pass it, you get from us what's called a classroom qualifier certificate. That's basically the first part. which you would submit to the Arizona Department of Education. The reason we start with the classroom qualifier certificate is you have to have 6 observations under your belt before we give you your final certificate from us, and you do have to be in the classroom for that. So after passing our PTK exam and getting our classroom qualifier certificate, you request an application for the Arizona Employed Internship from our Candidate Services team, and that's what you would take to the ADE, the Arizona Department of Education. So once you have that, you can start working in a classroom full-time as the teacher of record. It's not an unpaid internship. You are being paid as the teacher. In the classroom during that time on the teaching intern certificate, you have to pass the NES exam, the National Evaluation Series exam, for the subject area that you want to teach. You then have to complete the first 45 hours of a structured English immersion or SEI training, which can be done online. You have to complete the 6 observations that I mentioned and turn in the paperwork to us as required by the Arizona Employed Internship. Submit all the paperwork from those observations to us for review. Once we review them, we issue you the Employed Internship Certificate, which you then take to the Arizona ADE. And again, if this seems like it's a lot of information, all these steps are available on our website, and I'll give you the website address for that a little later on in this presentation. One thing to note before we move on from this slide, though, we don't actually certify for early childhood education or special education or any non-teaching subject. So pre-K, physical education, art, we can't certify for any of those. We only offer our certification for high needs areas. So when you pick an NES subject, typically it will have to be English, history, biology, math, science. You just can't do pre-K, you can't do art or special education subjects like that. So moving on, you have to complete the U.S. Constitution and Arizona Constitution training within 3 years of receiving your intern certificate. Now you'll notice there are some caveats to this. The Arizona Constitution training is only required for social science, social studies, and history. Now the social studies certification candidates have to complete the training within 1 year of receiving the intern certificate, not 3. So if you do want to do social studies, you have to keep that in mind. You have a tighter time frame than the other certification areas. All of these courses can be completed online through most universities, and we have some recommendations on our website for where you can go to get those certifications or to get those courses. So a question that we get asked a lot is how much our program costs. So we have 2 payment options. The full cost of our program, as you can see on the left there, is $2,682. I always like to point out that that is far less than the cost of even 1 or 2 college classes, so far less than the cost of a master's. We spread it out in the installment plan over 9 payments for $298 a month. We take out payment on the 15th of every month, and that's if you do the installment plan. So the one-time payment, we do a promotion if you can do a one-time payment of anywhere between $1,900 and $2,200. You would want to check out our website or call our enrollment line to see what the current promotion is, but generally it's somewhere between there. If you can do the one-time payment, you can enroll online at any time. You don't need to contact the enrollment team. If you want to use the installment plan, we have to set it up in our office, so you will have to reach out to our enrollment team, request the installment application, and submit it to us, and we set up your account. But again, if you want to do the one-time payment, you don't need to contact us, and you can enroll on your own online. So as I already mentioned, that's a lot of information I just walked through. Typically, in an information session, we would have stopped by now and answered a couple of questions about parts of what I've already covered. If you have any questions that we haven't answered, you can visit our website, americanboard.org/Arizona, and look at the breakdown of information there. If you have questions after that, I recommend you reach out to our enrollment team. You can reach them at 877-669-2228. You can also reach them at info@americanboard.org, and I'll put that information up one more time before this presentation is done. For right now, if you'd like to see what our program includes, get a look at the materials, try our practice quizzes and exams, you can do that by signing up for a free trial. If you go to our homepage, americanboard.org, and go to the top right, there's a free trial button. Click on the red button and enroll. There's no obligation. You don't automatically get enrolled at the end of the free trial. You can just get into the program for 7 days, take a look at these study materials, take a look at the practice exams, see if you think it would be a good fit for you. So again, that website, americanboard.org, you can do the free trial for 7 days, no obligation, see what you think and see if this is the best next step for you to switch careers and become a teacher. So one last time, I'll put up our contact information. If you have any questions after watching this video, you can reach out to us at 877-669-2228. You can email us at info@americanboard.org. And you can reach out to us anytime Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you found this presentation helpful and informative. If you have any more questions, please reach out to us. If you're interested in becoming a teacher, we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.